past, and they got both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, who was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
But this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
You take it right on the 30. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh Steelers trot back onto the field here. As we said earlier, they're 4-4 now, and they've won 4 of 5. Mike Tomlin, after the game, said a couple of interesting kind of funny things. He said, happy to be at 500 at the turn, trying to get that September stench off of us where they struggled. He said it's also good to be sitting at 4-4, and I never thought I'd hear myself say that.
And he's right about that, because when you're in Pittsburgh, you never expect to be 4-4, especially having to battle to get to be 4-4. So next up, road trip to face the LA Rams.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Charles, as Cleveland gets set to start this next drive, you know, things are really unraveling for the Browns. 4 straight losses now after the loss against Denver in Week 9. And that loss to Denver was against a team that was struggling themselves and had a quarterback making his first career start.
Struggling doesn't even begin to say what they were facing against that offense, because Denver, when I saw them against Kansas City, and you know how Kansas City struggled on defense, they destroyed Denver's offense. Sacked the quarterback 9.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops them behind the line again. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Mayfield on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyson Alualu in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Here's Pittsburgh's starting defense. And you know, for the Steelers, the decision to trade their 2020 first-round pick for safety Minkah Fitzpatrick so far looking like a good one. He has 4 interceptions, most by a Steeler since Troy Polamalu back in 2010.
And when that trade was made, am I incorrect in thinking that the buzz wasn't great? Like, why are you giving up a first-rounder or a safety? Well, the reason they're doing it, pick 6 in week 9 against the Colts. That goes 96 yards, the 3rd longest in Steelers history, and he's making a lot of plays from the safety position.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Smith-Schuster, by the way, became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 200 receptions. He accomplished that Week 9 in the victory over Indianapolis.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line. Get it.
On first down, it's Rudolph. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju